They say you cannot put a good man down. This phrase clearly describes the life of one Hassan Bashir, a man whose sense of wealth comes from creating opportunities for others through his multi-million business empire. Born in 1965 in Wajir County, Hassan Bashir had a tough childhood that involved constant movement in keeping to his pastoralist culture. Perhaps the reason why now, as a businessman, he opted to put his money in the insurance industry, seemingly searching for a sense of security.
I formed it. I was part of the team that formed it. But I joined the idea much before the company was formed. I started working on the idea in 2002. And in 1997, I came into the insurance sector.
In 1997, Bashir joined the insurance industry as a young professional and for the next 5 years worked in the conventional insurance industry.
And in 2002, I decided that I will work on this model and bring insurance that is fundamentally based on ethical grounds to the Kenyan market. And it took quite a while, as you can see, from 2002 to 2011 when we got the license. In between, I worked for other companies.
And so it was in the year 2002 that Takaful Insurance was born in the Kenyan market. Takaful is a Sharia-based insurance practice that is founded on the teachings of the Muslim faith, having been already practiced in other countries, mostly in the East Asia, United Arab Emirates and North Africa, in one form or the other.
The Kenyan regulator was the first one to study the model and license a company. And we think that will be followed suit by quite a number of other companies in East and Central Africa. I started with one clerk, a Form 4 clerical staff, and I was sitting on that side of the table and he was sitting here. And that's how we started. And from 1997 to by 98, I employed 7-8 people. By 2000, I had about 10 people. By 2002, we employed 16 people. So it's really incremental effort.
Having such a humble start at business, looking at Takaful Insurance, you may be fooled to think that it is the brightest feather in Bashir's cap. In between 1997 and 2002, when he finally got the license to start Takaful Insurance, Bashir worked for and with other companies. One he's excited about is Soliton Telmec, an internet infrastructure company he founded.
Largely, you can say between 2002 and now, beginning with Soliton Telmec, I've co-started and helped run about 8 companies, all of which are employing Kenyans.
For a man who has invested widely in unrelated industries, I was curious to find out what his academic background is about.
My bachelor was Bachelor of Science in International Business Administration. My master's was MBA Marketing.
Where was that?
Both of them at USIU. I am on the PhD at University of Nairobi in management, global management.
Having gotten honors in both his bachelor's and master's degrees, Bashir's academic history makes a perfect script for your ordinary go-getter. It is, however, interesting to know that Bashir never set foot in a secondary school.
Actually did not go to high school completely. Never went to secondary class.
Wow.
Did the independent exam in 1991, okay, and went to USIU and did first degree and second degree, both of them honors. And went on to teach and registered for PhD.
Bashir considers himself lucky to have had a chance to go back to high school. However, it is during these years that he says shaped his business acumen, and he engaged in all manner of jobs in a bid to raise tuition fees.
During those years I was absent. I worked in everything that you can imagine. I worked in construction, I worked in restaurants, I worked in transport, I worked on lorries. I did anything that.
So basically what you're working for was upkeep for your stay and probably paying for exams?
Well, that, but also with the desire inside me that I wanted to go ahead and do high school exams and go to university and do well in life.
Bashir also dabbled as a business lecturer at his former university, and for a man of many fasts, one wonders where he gets courage to do all this. And even Bashir himself does not know.
I don't know. I don't have the slightest idea. I do what I think is right.
Takaful Insurance is currently worth 600 million shillings, Soliton Telmec is worth 10 billion shillings in total assets and employs 2,000 people directly and indirectly, with a presence in 5 countries, amongst many other of Bashir's investments, yet his view of wealth is all too modest, philosophical even.
I feel wealthy when I look at the fact that I am an employer. I employ 1 more Kenyan, 2 more Kenyans, 3 more Kenyans, 400, 500 Kenyans. I feel wealthy. I don't calculate wealth in terms of the number of shillings in my account.
The shrewd businessman's face brightens when I ask him about his family. Bashir is persuaded that the true mark of success is when one not only provides but also spends time with their family.
I have 4 children, 3 daughters and a son. And I am there, try to pick them from school at least once a week, if not 2 days a week, take them to school many times in the morning myself, find the time during the weekends to play with them, do homework with them and so on.
With a heart as huge as his wealth, Bashir serves in numerous advisory roles in a number of corporations, runs non-governmental organizations like Baobab Foundation, is involved in mentorship and student research programs, as well as paying for school fees for 40 needy students. Despite having worked hard most of their lives, most people have a well-laid-down retirement plan. But as for Bashir,
Kenya is too needy for anyone to retire. Yes. In any case, I'm not holding a job. I intend not to hold a job that a young Kenyan can do.
Hassan Bashir is a visionary, a man who is eager to successfully complete a project and start another one. He also believes that it is too expensive to retire in Kenya. For KTN Money and Power, I'm Bonney Tunya in Nairobi.